Hello my friends, welcome back to Real Scale Mass Recall. We're going to the fall, even though it's still August, unless you are watching this after August, at which point you'll be like, yeah, okay, it might be the fall. Unless you're watching it really far after August, at which point you might be going, I don't know about that, it's not really fall. Unless you're watching it really far after August, which is also just slightly after the next August, at which point we're in the fall again. We're going to go meet Phoenix at Antioch. I have a feeling that the real scale Protoss is going to be an absolute stomp. I have a feeling it is going to be not very difficult because Protoss, right? So we have seen that the enemy Protoss are actually pretty decent because they are able to like somewhat do some damage despite the fact that they have like 6 guys and we have 500. So imagine the magical world where we get lots of guys. What is the stats on these? 120 shields, 125 HP, 10 damage times 2. Remember that Zerglings have 25 HP. That's pretty good. 2 armor. Dragoons are sitting at over 300 HP. With 5 range. Bonus range versus capital ships. 60 damage versus capital ships. Yeah, we're fine. I think that, I think my initial assumption is correct. And that they added Ultralisks to this mission. Okay. That actually makes a lot of sense. That checks. We're just gonna be a little bit careful about the splash damage here. Remember, the real scale ultras do splash damage. Wow, that guy just fell into pieces. Dude, Phoenix is gonna be so good, isn't he? He's gonna be able to just blast through stuff. I like that there was the ultra already. And that really goes to show how powerful we are. Like, remember the first time we fought an ultra? Hey, Phoenix.
It is good to see you.
Good to see you too. Oh, he's so short.
Alas, all of our probes were lost in the last Zerg attack.
Why are we this way?
No resources with which to replace them.
What's going on?
For hire.
Okay. I guess the camera's this way now. It's not going back.
I had intended to construct photon cannons here for defense, but without probes we could not.
All right. We're playing upside down Starcraft. I didn't press anything. Whoa. This isn't what I thought we would start with. Okay. Actually, I mean, this should be okay, even though we're like backwards. It's just a little bit weird. But I think I can figure it out. That's not what I thought would happen. How do you do, Phoenix? What do you do? Okay, Phoenix does 50 damage. Well there, buddy. 3 armor. He's got charge. Psyblade damage is not decreased by enemy armor. Okay, that sounds pretty good. And then,
What would you ask of me?
720 HP total. Beautiful. Everything about this is perfect. So I cannot fix the camera. We just have to play upside down. That's so good. This is not this is not how I thought that we were going to be starting today. Maybe real scale Protoss is so easy that it had to be nerfed by being upside down. Oh man. Okay, so we're gonna get an economy going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever. Some of these are like partial done. I think that we're just gonna make like, I don't know, 10 or so zealots and then just go and experiment, figure out what we can do. You know, maybe we just build up until we get hit by an attack wave and then we go. I mean, we're not ready to go yet. That's not a wise decision at this point.
Although we too have marched across hundreds of worlds together, I never imagined that we would be fighting on Ire.
There's a lot of guys.
Zerg are indeed worthy foes.
Some sort of swarm. I feel like I'm just not getting that much money. I mean, I don't have that many workers. I can keep putting time into that. Let's get ground armor. 1 more level of ground armor, and then I think it'll be good to go. That seems reasonable. The upgrades in StarCraft 1 obviously take a little bit of time, so we'll have a little bit of macro time. This mission's always kind of interesting in that you do got to build up and you don't have that much money to work with. I don't think that we need more Dragoons, though. I think that we're doing really well on the Dragoon count. Instead, what I'm going to do is... do I even want the Cybernetics Core? That is a tough question. Because the Dragoon range upgrade does exist. However, I think that just pushing Zealots seems like the correct way to go. They're... like, what could be so scary? I can't think of what's going to cause me, like, immense mental harm with Zealots on the first mission. Even if they have a Guardian or something, we're probably going to be able to deal with a Guardian. With this much anti-air, remember that we do 68 versus capital ships? That gained +8 damage versus caps? Not bad. I mean, I think it's just having a lot of stuff on the ground. A lot of just really, really strong Zealots to punch through the enemy defenses. Now, the Zealots are only getting +1 damage per upgrade per Psyblade, which is +2 total. However, it does mean that we're not going to be able to one-shot Zerglings, unfortunately. We're doing 22, which means that actually we need +3 attack in order to punch through their defenses. Because they do ignore armor, so it doesn't matter what they have on that side. That's probably one of those really important numbers in this campaign to just learn early on so we can play with later, right? Have that +1 attack, or rather have that +3 attack and use it to one-shot the infinity Zerglings we're going to be fighting during this campaign. I'm really looking forward to the stuff we're going to get, because if you've noticed, a lot of the things that have given me pain have been Protoss, right? Like, the Reaver is just ridiculous. Storms hit really hard. They're a very small area, but they do an immense amount of damage, and I'm looking forward to play with those. And of course, in that last mission that we did, the carrier has been really, really powerful. So I'm going to take my upside down squadron and we're going to go. So while we are pushing, I guess I should say that on the Giant Grant Games Custom Campaign Manager Discord, there is Starcraft Mass Recall. We made an installer for it. So it is available for... Oh, this is really hard to... Okay, we go up this way? Yeah. I guess we just target this guy down, see how it goes. Yeah, I think we're fine. The Zealots seem pretty good. Yeah, we made a custom campaign, not custom campaign. It's not the custom campaign manager, but we made an installer for the game.
I was remembering the time we faced the Tagal on Danath 7.
I love the Tagal.
30 to 1 that day. Yet we overcame their legions like true Templar. Just as we shall overcome our foes today.
Alright, here's the final boss.
Tassadar could be here with us.
Yeah, I miss Tassadar too. Dude, Phoenix is a legend. He's got 24 kills already. He one-shots everything. This perspective is so weird. But honestly, the game was surprisingly playable despite that. We're gonna go do Mission 2 next. I wonder, so I always want to see if I can beat Mission 2 before we get the Reavers. But at the same time, I mean, we're going to have Reavers either way to play with eventually. What am I looking for here? Do I just have to take these down? What do I... Where's the building? Okay. I'm just going to hope... It might be rebuilding stuff over here. Wouldn't want that. Yeah. They tried to rebuild the sunk. This is fine. Okay, easy mission. Not a problem. Maybe we'll be right side up next time. What a good start. There we go. Hey, at least the score screen isn't upside down too. You never know what you're gonna get, right? Oh, it's like the Vertigo mutator. It obviously not as bad as that, but it's just StarCraft 1 real scale mutations going on. Alright, Tassadar. We gotta distract the Cerebrit while Phoenix gets into position. And by distract, they mean just, you know, passively exist. There we go. The probes are very hard to see with how tiny they are. Oh, we got mass recall shield batteries. That's exciting. That's really exciting because they're actually going to be good. Starcraft 1 shield batteries, you know, suck. Dude, I'm excited for leg lots. Do I have legs today? Oh, I don't think we get legs until the next mission. But that's going to be really good, isn't it? Charge lots without charge, but just being able to go really, really, really fast with these, I mean, really bulky units. Just like the Zergling, I think the Zealot is going to be basically viable throughout the entire campaign here, and I think that's really cool. I'm looking forward to playing with them. I always like the idea of the big old strong Templar just slashing and mashing their way through the enemy, and this seems like the type of campaign where that's going to happen. Alright, so I'm just going to get my setup going. I don't believe this can restore shields to structures. Yeah, cannot target structures. So what we're going to do is put a couple cannons here. We do not want any batteries for them, and we're just going to keep getting... Okay, not really what I wanted you to do right now, game. I was kind of hoping you could just be a little chill for a bit. Let me get some of these cannons up. Oh, that's the... Okay. I was trying to change a menu and I instead uninstalled my Nexus. We're going to have to sit here for a bit, get these up, but I'm afraid that they're going to attack up here now. Maybe we could go like 3 and 1. I still think it's going to be okay. The cannon, on the other hand, is 200 minerals, which is very expensive. I hope that it's worth it. I mean, it probably will be. Well, how could it not be worth it? It's a photon cannon. Everyone knows cannons are OP. And cannons are like the way you gotta play in StarCraft 1. They're the big boy unit. They're not for... Oh my goodness, that is a lot of Zerglings. Really hope the cannon is good now. Oh, I wish we had compression mesh or whatever it's called. So the enemy is a little bit aggro here. Not bad. 9 range, 40 damage. Moderate attack speed. If only we had a completed Nexus right now, which would be impossible, right? Like, there's no way that that could be a completed Nexus at this point in time. But if we had one, it would have been perfect. However, we're still going to make pretty good time, I think. Let's get a Cybernetics Core, start getting some of the upgrades. I always find this mission interesting because you don't actually unlock any new units to make. However, I guess you do get access to the Reaver, don't you? And the Reaver's definitely a new unit. Okay, you here, you here. So I guess they just didn't want you to have to build anything new. But it's kind of weird that in the campaigns previously, you get a whole bunch of new stuff very quickly. I mean, at this point in the Zerg campaign, you have the Mutalisk, right? And then here we have the Zealot and the Dragoon, which is very funny to me. Let's get the attack range upgrade on the Dragoon so we can see exactly how good it is. I think the Dragoon is just overall a very, very strong unit. 5 range is pretty garbage. I'm going to assume this is going to bring it up to 7, maybe 8. And if it does, that's a pretty nice number. Like, that's just going to hit hard, and when we have a bunch of them, allow us to deal with things like Ultralisks very easily. So I'm going to start pumping them. I have a feeling that no matter what, just a nice old Dragoon count is going to be what we want. Okay, we got to go help again. Oh, this base is absolutely toast. I spent a lot trying to get this up and running, and I'm feeling it. I'm just gonna try to kite these back a little bit, because I think we only win with the power of A, reinforcements, and B, a shield battery. Oh goodness, everything takes a long time to build. I saved my base though. That's cool. Oh yeah, these guys. I was just building defenses in a lot of places. I think that was part of the problem. What we should be able to do now is just rebuild this, and we held them. We got a lot of stuff on the way. Dragoon is almost done with its upgrade, and that's going to mean that it should be a lot better at like kiting and stuff after this. And we can just keep building up. I'm going to queue up a bunch of guys over there because it's easier than remembering. So what I'm thinking actually is maybe we set up a little defense like this. I'm just like trying to figure out the best way to hit people as they come up this ramp and minimize surface area. I think I'm just going to drop a cybernetic core right here just to mess up. No, the Zerglings are so small they'll ignore it. It won't be important. Usually in Starcraft, like, you put a thing there and it just makes it harder for them to get surface area, but yeah, the tiny lings definitely are going to be able to. They're going to laugh at me if I try that. Now, it does appear that the range upgrade gives +2 range, and then they get +3 range versus capital ships for a total of 10. Not a whole lot of range versus caps. However, definitely not bad either, right? And we got big macro energy going at this point. Zealots are 2 supply apiece. We actually have to keep that in mind. That is not cheap. Also, we're like running out of minerals, apparently. Yeah, sure. We're gonna mine out on mission number 2. Just completely run out of resources. Then we get the Reaver right after we run out of minerals. It's perfect. One thing I really like in this is the shield battery does not stun. So the way that it works in StarCraft 1 is that while a shield battery is healing a unit, that unit is effectively stunned. And not having that be the case, I don't know if that's a mass recall change or if it is a real scale change. However, I like not having that be the case because it feels really bad. It just doesn't feel very fun to play. So good change in my opinion. We're going to keep building up. We're going to get to whatever supply. I'm going to say 2 minutes remaining, and then we're going to give it a go. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with the recovery here. We were in... It wasn't looking very pretty, to put it nicely. I mean, I don't think... I'm not too prideful to admit when they were like attacking up here and those cannons had to kill stuff. It wasn't great. We did get to utilize all the static defense we built. I know people just adore when I build static defense. It's their favorite thing ever. So I figure this one's for you guys. Probably this is the last pylon that we'll need. And it might be time to go soon. Like, they can't have that much over here, right? There's no way. It can't be very scary. I'm confident. And I have no reason to be. And that makes me even more confident, right? I'm like gonna Dunning-Kruger effect this. I don't know what I don't know. So how could I be scared? I think the Zealots are all gonna die, that's fine. As long as the Dragoons are around once everything has kind of been whittled down, they'll be able to just keep putting pressure on. They're very good when the numbers are low. When they can connect on things like these sunks without the sunks getting too much damage on them. So we definitely went earlier than I had initially intended, and I'm not sure if that was a good plan or not. However, it does look like we are having a good time, right? We busted through a lot very, very cleanly here, losing mostly only Zealots. See, even a couple Zealots here just to be in the front to soak is phenomenal. Really strong. Okay, everybody's just coming up this way, and... boom, boom, boom. Come on, hit me with an Ultra or something. Oh, I wonder how big a real-scale Cerebrid is. Oh, I didn't even think about that, but he's got to be big, right? Like... the whole point of the Cerebrid is that they're big brain, so they gotta have big brains. It'd be weird if they didn't. Okay, let's, which Cerebrid is this? I know I've asked this before, and I don't remember. I know it's like one that doesn't have an important name. It's not like Dagoth or something. Okay, where are you, buddy? I mean, he's big. He's definitely big. But he's not, like, world-shatteringly big or anything. So I will say, very strong. The gateway units for the Protoss feel phenomenal. Sorry, Phoenix. You don't get to die today.
Remain behind and observe the effects of our attack. Return to the Citadel. I shall notify you when the brood becomes erratic.
Thank you. All right, that is actually going to be it. We just blasted through the first 2 missions like it was nothing. One upside down, one right side up. Easy peasy, 10-to-1 kill death ratio. It feels weird. Anyways, that's going to be the end for today. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's real scale mass recall. Protoss, pretty darn good. I will see you tomorrow, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace.